Something I've wanted to do for a long time was play through a Fallout game as a super mutant. That ungodly strength and hatred towards humanity could offer so many new ways to complete quests and to make decisions. Unfortunately, my dreams are still just dreams. However, through the use of console commands, we can almost get there. The question is, can you beat Fallout New Vegas as a giant? Get out of bed, set.playerscale 2, and we're off to the races. And then... what? Children cannot use that. Does this look like a child to you? I scaled myself back down, set my special stats to something that seemed appropriate for a 10-foot-tall man, and took a seat on Doc Mitchell's couch. Well, I tried to. I couldn't actually reach the damn thing. Scaled down just a bit, answered some questions, and introduced the Mojave Wasteland to its new hero. Sunny Smiles left some bottles on the fence, so I knocked them down for her. Then we went to kill some geckos. Turns out that increasing your size also makes you move pretty damn fast. Heading towards the strip, I damn near took the heads off some powder gangers with my fists. I also punched a puppy to death. Feeling rather tough, I thought my mountain of a man could take on a Deathclaw. He could not. Also, as luck would have it, I'm fairly susceptible to bullet damage. This is where I realized the first big issue with my size. After I ran inside a house, some powder gangers followed me inside. I was crouched to not put my head and chest through the ceiling. Despite that, my bullets were ineffective against them. Most likely some sort of clipping issue. Thanks to Project Nevada, I was able to open the door and sprint off into the darkness, with a wee bit of health left. Then I found myself in the midst of a firefight between NCR and fiends, in complete darkness. Another fun problem is that to loot a corpse, you have to crouch, and let me tell you, that got real old real fast. I waited till morning, blew the head off an NCR soldier, and took his clothes. A lot of this run was relatively normal, so I won't waste your time by going over every little detail. I fought more fiends, stopped for a photo op with an NCR soldier, got inside the strip, stopped for a photo with Victor, looked down on Benny, literally, as he tried to weasel his way out of me ripping his spine out through his mouth, punched some gangsters in the head, took a photo with their bodies, met Yes Man, bought a neat new gun, found a lucky 38 key card because me no good at computer. Got into a lengthy firefight with the Securitrons protecting Mr. House, in which I slowed down time, blasted them with a grenade launcher, a lot, and dropped some grenades at Victor's feet, or wheel. I also got this fucking cool slow-mo shot of me murdering Mr. House. Next, I introduced myself to the various factions as required by Yes Man. I met the White Glove Society, the Omertas at Gamora, got another sweet action shot after I sliced up some fiends, used a golf club to violently boop the snoot of some nearby dogs, then blew up their friends. I tried to exterminate the cons, only to rediscover that fun little issue where my gigantic frame prevents me from hurting anyone inside certain buildings. It was at that point I decided that I wasn't leaving until somebody died, even if it was me. Again, I learned me a good lesson about how mean Deathclaws are. I had a hell of a time trying to talk to Elder McNamara, short little bastard. I found myself a cool new hat that this dead guy wasn't using anymore, and took a postcard-worthy picture. Not long after donning my new hat, I discovered another annoying flaw with being giant. The bigger you are, the faster you move, but fall damage remains the same. You can run off a cliff so fast that you go far enough that you'll die from the fall, because I did. A reloaded save and another photo op later, I'm off to the fort. First I played around with the idea of being Jesus, then the fort. Now is a good time to explain why I went with the size I did. Aside from that pesky indoor gunfire problem, there's also the problem of being so big that the height you fall from after jumping damages you. As seen in this rare archival footage, I'm as big as the game will allow me to be. So big, in fact, that the act of jumping in place is slowly pushing me towards death. Anyway, I met Caesar, installed the upgrade for Yes Man, met the Boomers, killed a few of them, made a dog's dinner out of the NCR at the El Dorado gas station, and finally the second battle of Hoover Dam is upon us. With my melee weapon skill almost maxed out, strength at 10, and a super sledge, everyone in my path was promptly massacred. Even the NCR power armor troops were a joke. As for the legate, well, let's just say my first attempt didn't exactly go as planned. The second time around, I pumped myself full of drugs and ended things rather quickly before they got out of hand. A perk I took allowed me to revive a fallen foe as a friend at the cost of a super stim pack. I revived the legate, and once again, things didn't go as planned. I killed him again. I also ate him. General Lee Oliver arrived, and I couldn't have possibly gotten a better shot of it. The Securitrons killed him, I knocked out the narrator, and at last, the run is over. To answer the titular question, yes, you can beat Fallout New Vegas as a giant. Aside from a few bugs related to the increased size of the player character, it's really not all that different from a normal playthrough of New Vegas. The higher vantage point and everything that comes with that are interesting, but the novelty wears off eventually. If you're looking for a fun new way to do a relatively quick playthrough of New Vegas, I would recommend trying a giant playthrough. But if you want to take your time with the game, you're better off sticking to normal size. Now, I guess, the only remaining question is, can you beat Fallout New Vegas as an ant? If you enjoyed the video or learned anything, leave a like. Leave a dislike. If you didn't enjoy the video, follow me on Twitter @Mitten Squad. My name is Paul of Mitten Squad. Have a wonderful day.